Good morning, bee experts. It is Tuesday. Were you able to watch the bee movie yesterday? Isn't it incredible that bees have different jobs to keep the hive and colony safe throughout their life? I think it's pretty cool. Today we'll learn about writing addition sentences from stories we hear. Let's get started with our learning. We love you. Love your teachers.
Hi friends, Mrs. Genecco here. Yesterday I totally forgot to drop in the calendar portion of our video into our YouTube clip. So sorry about that. So our calendar is here waiting for you. We know today is Tuesday. The month is still May. The day of the month is the 19th and the year is 2020. Let's say the date together. 1, 2, 3. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. Nice job. When I look over here, I know the season is spring. Today's weather is, what is it? Head to the window. I'll give you 10 seconds to check it out and bring it back to me. Go ahead. What'd you find? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? Is it snowy? Is it thunderstorms? What do you think? Nice job. What's the first sound in that word? Oh yeah, good job. Well guys, if today is Tuesday, that means yesterday was Monday. You're right, nice job. And if yesterday was Monday, that means today is Tuesday. And tomorrow will be, after we go to sleep tonight, we'll wake up and it will be Wednesday. Good work. Do the days of the week always go in the same order every time, or do they switch them up? Same order every time. Another word for that is a cycle. Our days go through a cycle. They're the same every time. Speaking of the days of the week cycle, would you like to sing the song? Let's start in English. Here we go. Days of the week. 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 Well, there's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. There's 7 days of the week. There's 7 days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. There's 7. How many days are in a week? 7. Can you show me that number on your fingers, please? Good job. There are 7. Can you show me a different way to make 7? Like maybe, ooh, look at that. 4 and 3 make 7. Ooh, this is a tricky one. 6 and 1 makes 7. Nice job. How about in Spanish, you said? Sure, let's sing the days of the week in Spanish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Nice job. Excellent work today. Why don't we go ahead and get started with math? I'll make it a quick and easy one so you can have lots of time to play today. Have a great day. Make sure you're also hopping on to Mrs. Smart and Miss Lane's videos to practice Power Word and some reading. And it's always a good idea to get on ARC bookshelf and check out some of those green or yellow books at your level. Have a good day. Love you guys.
In math today, our learning focus is decomposition and composition, so we're going to be putting together and taking apart addition stories to 6 with no unknown. So the highest number we'll go to today is 6. We're going to be writing addition sentences from stories that you hear, okay? You're going to need a couple materials. First, you'll need, of course, your whiteboard with your number bond template and a marker and an eraser. You'll also need your lesson 13 problem set and homework page. So if you need to pause the video now to go grab those things, go ahead and do that, and we'll get started with our special guest as soon as you return.
Hi friends! Today for Math Fluencies, we are going to be counting the Say 10 way with our Reckoneck. Are you all ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, 2 10s. Great counting, friends. If you want additional practice with this, on everyone's iPads, there's an app called Number Rack. You go right to that and you can practice counting the Say 10 way all day long. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
How about that video from Mrs. Mayer? Don't you guys miss her so much? I've been a little bit scatterbrained lately, and I truly think it's because I don't have Mrs. Mayer to keep me on the straight and narrow and keep me all organized. So I can't wait until the day I can be back with her. But until then, seeing her in our math fluency videos just makes my heart so red and juicy. All right, let's get started with math. As you can see, I have my whiteboard with my number bond template. I had to make an adaptation because I didn't bring mine home. I also have my eraser and my marker. I have some objects here. You don't need any objects. You can just use my video to guide your work. I did leave some space down here to write a number sentence. If you can find any space on your whiteboard, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you could always use a piece of paper. You could flip it over and use the back, whatever works for you. I mentioned in the beginning that we're going to be working on using stories to create addition number sentences. So from now on, our number bonds will kind of be helpers for us to create those number sentences and make sure that our parts are in the right spot and our whole is in the right spot. Because if we get those numbers too mixed up, sometimes the number sentences don't quite make sense. Okay, why don't we start off by checking out these clips? These are called binder clips. I want to make a number bond and a number sentence to match this story right here. I had 2 pink binder clips and 3 black binder clips. Could you fill in your parts and your whole to tell me about this story, please? Go ahead and start with the number that matches the pink binder clips. That would be a 2. And which number would we use to tell about the black binder clips? That's a 3. That's right. Should I put it up here? Oh, why not? That's our whole. That's not talking about all the clips together, is it? 3 is another part. It only is talking about part of the story, the black binder clip part. Then what goes up here? The whole, right. Count all the binder clips together to figure out which number should go up here. Were you thinking of 5? That's what I was thinking. Nice work. Well, I would like to do a composition story. That means I'm going to take one part and another part and put them together to find the whole. My number story, when I write that, my addition sentence, is going to start with part and part is the same as the whole. I'm going to draw lines. My part, maybe my pink part, and, I know that's a plus sign, my other part, the black parts, is the same as, that means equal, the whole, all the clips together. Now, I remember that my parts have to be glued together with that plus sign, my part and my part. What are my 2 parts? 2 and 3 is the same as, what's that number when we put them all together? 5. Nice job. Were you able to write that in your number bond? If you need to take a couple seconds to fill that in to match mine, you could press pause and just press play when you're ready to move on to the next story. All right, good job. I'm going to erase. And as you know, I have to write my number bond every time. So let me just get myself situated for that. I'm going to grab some bears this time, I think. Ooh, sorry for that loud noise. We're going to tell a story about bears. You ready? There were 3 green bears in a parade. And there were 2 red bears in the parade.
When I think about this story, I could think of my two different parts. Oh my, they're kind of hard to see when they're standing up like that, huh? Let me lay them down for you. There's our parade. The bears are on parade. When I think about two parts of the story, am I talking about airplanes and trains? No. Am I talking about caterpillars and butterflies? No way, no way. Am I talking about baseball bats and footballs? No. I'm talking about bears. What are my two groups when I'm thinking about these bears over here? That's right. I talked about green bears being one group and red bears being another group. Okay. I see that one of them is bigger, but did I talk about bigger bears and smaller bears? Not in this story. We're thinking about green bears and red bears. Please fill in your number bond to match this story. Green bears, red bears, all the bears together. Go ahead. If you need more time, you can pause. Otherwise, let's continue. I wrote the number 4. Do you know what the number 4 is telling about in this math story? Yeah, it's telling about the green bears. I also wrote the number 2. Well, where did I get the number 2 from? Red bears, you got it. And where did that number 6 come from? All the bears together. Oh yeah. Tricked you though. This time, I don't want to write a composition story where I'm putting the parts together. I want to think about a decomposition story because guess what happened after this parade? The green bears went to the green bear house and the red bears went to the red bear house. So instead of my bears coming together, they actually separated. So I'm going to do a separation story. How many bears were in the parade all together? Oh, I heard the word all together. That usually means the whole. Yeah, there were 6. Lovely. Now remember, that's going to go all by itself because 6 is the same as what and what. When we take our groups, when we separate our groups, we're doing a decomposition story, which means we're starting with the whole and then talking about what the two groups are together when they got separated. What are the two groups? 6 is the same as 4 and 2. That was a decomposition story because this time we started with the whole and we broke them apart. Good work. Go ahead and erase that board. And the last story I have for you is about, trying to see what I have around here that I could do a math story with. How about some magnets? I'm going to draw some magnets for you. I had some magnets on my fridge. 3 of them were heart magnets, and 3 of them were circle magnets. Go ahead and fill in a number bond to match the story. All right. Did you have parts of 3 and 3? I hope so. 1 3 was talking about the circular magnets, and the other 3 was talking about the heart-shaped magnets. The 6 came about when I counted all the magnets together, the whole party of magnets on my fridge. What do you think? We should do a decomposition or a composition story? Do you think I could challenge you to write both? That would be tricky. Okay, let's start. Sorry about that mix-up. I got cut off because my storage was full on my iPad. Anyways, I was asking you if we could write a composition and a decomposition story. A number sentence. What do you think? My story was, remember, I had 3 magnets on my fridge that were hearts, 3 magnets on my fridge that were circles. If we think about these magnets when they came together,
okay? We're going to be putting them together in a composition story. So Frankie went to the Adirondacks and he brought home the 3 circle magnets. And I went to the store and brought home the 3 heart magnets. So we had 3 circle magnets, 3 heart magnets. When we put them together, we had 6 altogether. Let's write that number sentence. 3 circle magnets and, that's a plus sign, 3 heart magnets. When they came together, my refrigerator had 6 magnets on them all together. I'm going to try to squeeze in a tiny little number sentence down here. Now we want to try to take it apart because guess what happened? Frankie came to the fridge and first he grabbed all the circle magnets and brought them to his playroom. And then he grabbed all the heart magnets and brought them to his playroom. So we started with how many? And then he took some and then he took the rest. Took one part and then another part. This is called a decomposition story because we are breaking the group apart when they started all together. So when they start all together, how many did we have? 6, that's our whole. My refrigerator had 6 magnets on it. Well, 6 is the same as part and part. Let's break this apart because which ones did he grab first? The 3 circle magnets, and he came back and grabbed the 3 heart magnets. Do you see how we now have a composition story where we started with the parts and then we put them together? We also have a decomposition story where we started with the whole and then we broke it apart. If something decomposes, it means it's breaking down. Kind of like when we learned about those animals. Once they die, their body will decompose. It means it breaks it down into all the different parts, and that's exactly what we do in math. So when you compose, you put it together. When you decompose, you break it apart. I'm going to give you a minute. Pause the video. Get yourself ready for our lesson 13 problem set. We'll get through it together. Okay? Get your name and the date up at the top, and we will get started as soon as you're ready and press play. Okay. Is your name at the top? Name at the top. Name at the top. Name at the top. I hope it is. The date today is 5-19-20. Our direction says fill in the number bond and number sentences. Well, that's easy enough. That's what we've been doing all day. Our story here says there are 6 corn stalks. 5 corn stalks are in the first row. 1 corn stalk is in the second row. All right. Seems like I see my 2 groups. Group number 1, group number 2. They've already given us our whole, so let's start with our number bond, and then we'll fill in the number sentence to match. Go ahead and fill in the parts here, and then you can add the parts to the number sentence. Remember, 5 corn stalks were here, and 1 corn stalk was over here in the second row. When you're all finished, you can check mine. I put my parts of 5 and 1 in my number bond. Then I transfer them to a number sentence so that the sentence says 6 is the same as 5 and 1. What's the 5 talking about? Can you point to that in the picture? Good, those 5 corn stalks in the first row. And what's the 1 talking about? The 1 corn stalk over there. Good work. Down here it says there are 6 cars on the road. 2 cars are big and 4 are small. I see lots of numbers here. I heard 6 cars on the road. 2 are big, looks like 1, 2, and 4 are small. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, doesn't seem like they need us to do a number bond here. If a number bond helps you out, you could go ahead and draw one on your own right over here on the side. Otherwise, we could just fill in these number sentences. And I see that we have 1 number sentence with words. Those are the power words is, and. And down here we have a number sentence with our pictures. So blank equals blank and or plus blank. All right, there are 6 cars on the road. 2 are big, 4 are small. If we're thinking about this, what is our whole? Remember, all the cars together are our whole, and I think there's 6 altogether. Do you? Yeah. They told us that 2 are big and 2 are small. Sounds like those are our parts, maybe? 2 and 4. Did I say 2 and 4 or 2 and 2? You guys know I make mistakes a lot. Sorry about that. 2 are big and 4 are small. Let's fill in our number sentence. Blank is blank and blank. Oh, I know that needs to be a plus sign. So this looks like a decomposition story because I'm thinking about the whole is the same as part and part. What's our whole? 6, you got it? 6 is, what are our parts? How many are big? 2. And how many are small? 4. Oh yeah. Guess what? This is going to be the exact same sentence. They've just switched out our power words with our equation signs, equal and plus. So we can write it again. 6 equals 2 and 4. Could I have written 6 equals 4 and 2? Could I switch the parts? Oh yeah. When you're all set with that, head to the back. We'll do a couple more problems and then you can get started on your homework if you choose to do it today. This one says 3 geckos have black spots and 3 geckos have no spots. There are 6 geckos. Ooh, it sounds like we're going to be putting groups together because first they told us about a part and a part, and then they told us about the whole group together. It's a little bit tricky to see, but these are my 3 geckos with black spots, and these are my 3 geckos with no spots. They've started our number sentence for us. 3 and 3 is the same as, they told us our part and our part is the same as the whole. And what did they say our whole is? If you don't remember, you could always count them again yourself. 6, exactly. Oh, look, they tried to trick us, but we already practiced this when we talked about those magnets on my fridge. First, we did a composition story where we put the parts together to make the whole. Now, they want us to start with the whole and break it apart into the 2 parts. So blank is the same as 3 and 3. What is our whole that goes right here? 6. Woo woo. Ooh, the next one says there are 6 monkeys. 4 monkeys are swinging on the tree and 2 monkeys are taking a nap. Draw a picture to go with the story. Now, typically I would say, we're not in art class. You don't need to take all day. Hey, you know how to draw this quickly? If you want to take all day to do this, by all means, go ahead. If you're going to get artsy with this one, you might want to pause the video because I'm going to do a quick picture, a math picture. You can do what you choose here. I heard the story said 6 monkeys, 4 of them are swinging, 2 are taking a nap. I'm going to draw it the math way to show 1, 2, 3, 4 swinging, and 2 taking a nap. I did still draw it the 5 group way, and I'm even going to put a line there to show the difference between the 2 groups. In my picture, these 4 monkeys are swinging, and these 2 monkeys are taking a nap. Pause the video if you need to take a couple more seconds to draw your picture. All right, nice job. When I look at this, I see we have 2 different types of sentences because I'm really paying attention to these 2 signs, our addition sign and our equals sign. And they're flip-flopping. This one I see says blank equals is the same as blank and blank. Now, I like to circle the plus sign because I know my 2 parts have to stick right next to that plus sign. They got to be stuck to it. But over here, I see a composition story because my 2 parts are going to be stuck to that plus sign. Blank is the same as blank and blank. We're going to start with our whole here because I know our parts are going to go over here next to the plus. What was our whole in this story? How many monkeys did we have all together? We had 6. And what were our 2 parts? Swinging monkeys and sleeping monkeys. We had 4 swinging monkeys and 2 sleeping monkeys. Now remember, we can't just write the same story down here because our signs have moved. This one, they want us to start with our 2 parts and then talk about the whole at the end. Part and part is the same as whole. What are our two parts? Swinging monkeys and sleeping monkeys. How many were swinging? 4. And how many were sleeping? 2. Beautiful. What was our whole then? 6. Nice work. Down here it says create your own story and tell your partner. Have your partner draw a picture of your story and create a number sentence to go with the picture. I think I can do that for you guys really quickly. One day I was out on the playground. There were 3 boys and 3 girls. My boys are here and my girls are here. If you're wondering why I drew 1 underneath, remember we're drawing the 5 group way, so I draw a row of 5 and the rest go underneath. I can quickly look at this and show that there are 6 because my fluent math brain knows 5 and 1 more makes 6. They asked me to create a number sentence to go with the picture. Well, I know 3 boys and 3 girls altogether makes 6. 3 boys and 3 girls is the same as 6. But Mrs. Genecco, you should do a decomposition story too, when you start with the whole and then you break the parts apart. Oh, okay, sure. Should we do a decomposition story? Yeah. Okay, let's start with the whole. How many kids were on the playground all together? 6. And that's the same as when they broke into groups of boys and girls to play soccer. We had 3 boys and 3 girls. I made a composition story where I started with the parts and then I put them together. And I made a decomposition story where I started with the whole and then I broke them into their 2 parts. Great work with that. Your homework today is going to be on page 40. It says lesson 13 homework at the top. There are some different stories here about animals. We have tigers and lions. We have monkeys and elephants. And then on the back, we have some more animal stories. Giraffes and elephants, big bears and small bears. And then down here, finally, there's some shapes. All right. Good luck with this. Post pictures if you'd like to show us. It's definitely not absolutely necessary, but if you're proud of your work and you want to show your teachers, you can go ahead and do that. Have fun with that one. Stay tuned for what's coming next in science. Great job with math today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that activity. For science, I'm just going to have you hop on and watch a quick 5-minute mystery with Mystery Doug about how bees make honey. Now, I know we've heard about this day in and day out this week, but I know you guys love hearing from Mystery Doug, and sometimes he has a fun way to explain things. So hop on over to the Activities tab on your Seesaw. You'll find the link to get on to Mystery Doug. Have a great day, and if you're feeling curious, go ahead and check out some other 5-minute mysteries. Have fun, have a great day. Remember, I'll be on Zoom from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. today if you want to chat, play some games, read some books, practice some power words. Love you guys. Miss you so much.